Hi, I'm Roy Berry, and I'm here with Jerry Meyer at the Nebraska National Guard Museum in Seward, Nebraska. First of all, thanks for having me here, Jerry. I love the museum.
Well, I tell you what, we wouldn't be where we're at without Berry Law Firm.
We appreciate that, and we love the cause and what you do. And for those people who haven't been out here, this is really Jerry's passion brought to life. So this man's passion. It's an amazing facility, and part of the support of the facility and the cause in general is the annual Run to St. Lo, which Berry Law Firm's been proud to sponsor. Have you done it every year?
Every year, fourth year. Yep, fourth year.
And it's just an amazing part of Nebraska's heritage and part of the military heritage of both Nebraska and the country. And just to start, what we're going to end up with this is talking about the Run to St. Lo 5K. But to start, can you tell us a little bit about the Battle of St. Lo, the lead up, what happened, how Nebraska was involved?
Okay, in December of 1940, we were called up by executive order for 1 year. Well, if you know, December 23rd, 1940, a year from that, Pearl Harbor happens. Well, after Pearl Harbor, they were extended for the duration, so until the end of the conflict. So can you imagine you train for a year and then you keep on training? They trained 43 months total, and then they deployed to England, and they went into France in July, just after D-Day. They moved forward to the city of St. Lo, which was their objective. And in July of 1944, their mission was to liberate the city of St. Lo. But they were fighting in what's called the hedgerow country. So the hedgerow country is very similar to what you see in the painting here. It's dirt mounds and trees and shrubs, and it's a very difficult terrain to fight in. We lost 52 men in the span of 3 miles, which happens to be the distance that they're running in June for our annual run.
Wow, that's it's an amazing story, and it's an amazing fight, and they eventually took the town.
Yeah, it took about 3 days. So from about the 15th through the 18th. The 18th is the official day. We will be in on Liberation Day. I know some people from Berry Law Firm, they'll be there also. This year, on the 75th anniversary of the Liberation, we'll be there.
That's great. And I actually didn't know the symbology before, that it was 3 miles, and the run here is 3 miles.
Exactly right. From the time they entered the line, took over for the units that were there, the 29th Division, and they moved forward. It's about 3.1 miles, which is almost the exact distance of the 5K.
And people who haven't done the run before, one of the things that I find very touching and I love about the run is that volunteers are stationed along the way with the names of the fallen.
Yeah. One of the greatest things is we have sentinels, and these sentinels will be holding their memorials, and even families come. Families of the person that was killed. The Gold Star families show up, and they hold their loved one sign. And then a lot of our military men will run in uniform. They'll run by with guidons, and they'll shout out the name of the person. And there's 52 of them. I mean, it's a pretty emotional run for us, but it's a teaching point. So it just tells you how much the cost of freedom was for these men to do this, because we lost a lot of guys in a very short time period and a very short distance.
It's a real emotional toll. Yeah. You feel it as you pass by the names, and in that same distance, all of those Nebraskans fell in the liberation of France.
Yeah, I mean, you start off within the first 50 meters of the start. There's a sign, there's a sentinel holding Allison Babb's sign, and it continues around until you get to number 52, which is at the finish line. And it's impressive how they're all spaced out. A lot of other things is, we had the French flags flying today, and the Berry Law Firm flag is out front. I mean, we're very much into tying this to what these men did. So the 60 days leading up to the run is kind of big for us. Is we like to put out the French flags and the U.S. flags and our sponsor flags to get people excited about doing the run.
And we're in that 60-day window now. Yep. It's this year June 8th, Saturday.
7 o'clock here at the museum. Starts and finish at the museum, so which is very easy. If you can get to Seward, Nebraska, you can get to the National Guard Museum.
Just about 2 blocks from the main square.
Yep.
And does the run itself? The start is 7 a.m.
Yes.
Okay.
So we do actually a 5K and a 1 mile run walk also. So everybody starts at the same time. There's a 1 mile, half mile, you turn around, come back. So the younger people or whatever that want to run the 1 mile can do that. But most people run the 5K.
Right.
And we'll see about 200 plus runners this year.
Wow, that's great. So kids and other people who might have difficulty running can do the
1 mile.
Do the 1 mile.
Yep.
People can go through the whole 5K course.
Yeah. And last year we set the record. We had a young man from Lincoln. Oh man, he blazed the course and set the record by 2 minutes. So it's a record to be taken if you want to go for it. And beautiful medals. I mean, if you've seen the medal sets, the shirts are beautiful. We have the commemorative shirts this year, which have the rubble of St. Lo with our guys coming up to the cathedral. Wow. It's the 75th anniversary one. So it's a special shirt. On the back, we list all the 52 guys that were killed. It's like I said, it's a big thing for us. I know with Berry Law Firm, John will do a beautiful invitation to the runners when they first get here. So it's always cool to see that.
Yeah, and we're always happy to support the museum and particularly the run, and it's we try to make sure it's about the veterans, it's about those who fell, and it's just a really meaningful exercise and a great opportunity to come out and see the beautiful museum. And I know you guys are putting together new exhibits every time I'm out here. There's new exhibits, which are always great to see.
Well, one of the ones you'll see that the runners will get a peek at, it won't be completed by the time we run on June 8th, but it's this painting being turned into a 4D exhibit. You saw it today when we walked around. Turning a one-dimensional painting into a 4D where you actually walk from the back of the painting to the front is a huge endeavor. This wouldn't have happened without the support of Barry Law Firm and others that stepped up to the plate. So we will unveil the 4D interactive exhibit on July 4th.
Which is your other big event every year, the 4th of July.
Yep.
So it's great. And people to get signed up for the race, how do they?
It's for runners now. It's called Get Me Registered. It's just an online thing. You type in Get Me Registered. It'll take you right to Run the St. Lo. Just sign in, and it's easiest for us to do it that way. You can get signed up real quick. We can get your shirts laid out for you. We have swag bags. We have all sorts of good stuff. So.
Great. So you can sign up online for the Run St. Lo, June 8th, 7 a.m. here at the Nebraska National Guard Museum. So thanks for taking the time to talk with us today, Jerry, and showing us around the museum again. It's always a treat to see, and I really appreciate everything you've done with your really bringing this museum to life, and we're happy to support, and we're really excited about the run to St. Lo again this year.
Well, we are too, and again, I thank you to Barry Law Firm for everything that you've done to make this happen.
Well, thank you for really taking the lead. It's much easier to write a check than to build a museum, so very much appreciate it, and thanks, and look forward to seeing you and hopefully a lot of other people on the morning of June 8th.
Yep.
Okay. Thank you so much.